Oh, sorry. I don't know, I might have duplicated, but I signed everything I saw and thought.
All right, let's call to order the annual meeting of the directors and members of the BLDC. And I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Huey, our counselor, the chair of the governance committee, to go through all the craziness that is required from the ABO.
Yeah, so this is going over our annual accountability requirements. So in the agenda, you can see the mission statement as well as the 5 performance measures. None of these are changed from last year. If anyone has any questions on those, we can go over them, but they said that there's no changes from last year on those. Additionally, included in the packet are the annual board evaluation. That's a confidential. The acknowledgement of fiduciary responsibility, the whistleblower policy acknowledgement, and the conflict of interest disclosure acknowledgement. Please review those, sign them, and return them ideally before you leave today, so that we don't face you. The last thing that we have before we approve the annual performance measures is to go over the committee membership. Proposed slate of officers, I believe the only change, I don't think there's any changes that's from what's currently in place. So Patrick Doyle remains president, Susan Crowe remains vice president, Chuck Robinson remaining as treasurer, and Ron Saul remain as secretary.
I would just like to say before we vote on this that there was an extensive process with me being renominated.
Nationwide search.
Nationwide search. And it was very close, but I'm happy to say.
None of us wanted to be in the role.
I was the last option.
In all seriousness, when I was elected 4 years ago, I sat down with Patrick and I asked him to come on board and help out on economic development, and he's been nothing but outstanding and making connections for the city, going above and beyond to just synthesize a lot of different moving pieces. So we're thankful to have him in leadership and everyone that serves on the board. I'm really glad. I think the BLDC is in about the best shape as it's been in recent memory. And so we're an active board. We're doing really cool things, and I'm excited about the future.
I appreciate that very much. And it's a pleasure. I mean, it's a pleasure to work with you and your team. And I think we're very happy, obviously, that we have another 4 years to keep doing the good work. So
yeah.
Do we have some changes on the committees? Was there?
We do.
Okay.
So from what's in the packet, the vacancy on the governance committee, Eric Crone has volunteered to fill that vacancy.
Great, thank you.
And then on the audit committee, Robert Kavanaugh has volunteered to fill that vacancy. So our committees will be fully staffed across the board.
Okay, so.
And just some additional color on this. So these 3 committees are required by under public authorities law. So you'll notice that we do not have a strategic priorities committee on here. It's not a required committee of the board. We do want to find ways to get ad hoc feedback between meetings, but it just didn't make sense to have it as a formal committee, especially in light of the clarification to open meetings law that came out earlier this year. So certainly something we still want to figure out how to get more ongoing feedback from the board through some sort of structure, but doesn't have to be a formal committee.
Okay, so it looks like there's a resolution 26-5.
Believe we need a motion to approve the proposed committee.
It looks like, okay, so let's do the commitments first. Hey, Ron, do you have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Wesley. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Okay, and then I think we have to go back and approve the performance measures too. Is that right?
That's that resolution 25-5.
Okay, so I'll just quickly read that. This is the resolution of the BLDC approving performance measures for the organization for 25-26. We've already sort of gone over them. Any questions or comments? I would just say that I think we've made significant progress in each of those categories this year, and look forward to continuing that into the next 12 months. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Oh, let's have did I get a motion for that?
I don't know, he did.
Well,
Ron, thank you. Sorry. Second. Okay, thank you.
I gotta make up for meetings I haven't been.
Okay, is that? We have to do anything else?
In here is the whistleblower policy, conflict of interest form, fiduciary responsibility acknowledgement. Everyone can fill those out. Here and return to Joel, right?
Right.
Rachel, okay. Joel does bureau, that's right.
I mean, you can return them to Joel with that actually.
I'll pass that down. I got mine. First one. Look at that. Oh, jeez.
Is this our last, are we meeting in December?
I think we need to do
We
the audit. Yeah, so the audit, we have a draft audit in, but we have to have like the official audit and then we have to approve the official audit. Doesn't have to be in December, but we will have it by December, so probably we will plan on that.
Anybody have anything they want to share with the group?
How's Bosco's doing?
Good, so, yeah, it's just they delivered, I think, 3 out of the 9 rooftop units for HVAC on Monday. We've entered into all of the contracts for installation, that's a big chunk of money, and that's kind of the biggest, most priority project in there. I'm sure if we've talked about, the temperature in there is not great, so getting the RTUs on the roof will be really helpful. I think we're about 80% on the construction drawings, so as soon as this rooftop unit project is moving, we're gonna refocus on getting that up to 100% design and construction drawings, and then we'll go out to bid. And basically what'll happen is Liv Chase will help us define kind of a menu of items. So here's the scope of everything that we want done, but here's the amount of money we have, right? So we'll go through and we'll value engineer the total bid back to the most mission critical, crucial items. Everything else will go in that parking lot, as we talked about, phasing in additional renovations over time using that lease money that's coming back in from Boscov's. So that's where we are, a little bit farther behind than I want to be, but it's just been difficult to get all of the many people that need to be moving that project forward all aligned. But I think having something concrete with the rooftop units delivered is going to help kind of energize the project and get people moving it forward again. That was the thing that was really motivating them because the temperature has been so bad. But once that's in place, they're really going to want to be focusing on renovations ASAP.
When you say aligned, do you mean an agreement or do you mean just getting everyone together because everyone's all over the place?
Correct, that one, yes.
Okay.
No, everyone's in agreement. We are all on the same page about what we want. It's just getting all of the people on one meeting to do all of their requisite pieces of the project. Herding cats, if you.
Let's just use some rent coming in. That's great.
Yeah, that process has gone really smoothly. So I think that'll be a good structure for us moving forward.
Anything else? All right, motion to adjourn. Second. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.